Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Happy here, bringing you the latest and most up-to-date information about Square Enix. Today, we will be looking into Final Fantasy VII trailer shown to us in the PlayStation Experience this year.
I'm so flattered!
Before I get started, Final Fantasy VII is up for sale throughout this weekend. It costs about $10 only, and it comes with this pretty awesome theme. Also, if you buy the game, you get this special movie in it. I'm not being paid or anything, I just thought it was pretty neat and you guys should get it. Let's get it right into the trailer. The trailer starts off with a female talking and unlocking something. That female is of course Jessie. She's part of Avalanche, and she's asking about Cloud Strife, who is the main character of the game. Here we got our first look at both Biggs and Jessie. This is presumably when they are entering the coast to get into the 8th Mako reactor. Avalanche is a group of people, or terrorists according to Shinra, whose sole purpose is to save the world since the planet is dying due to all the Mako energy being used to cultivate electricity. Here we got our first look at the Mako reactor. If you blinked, you missed it. It goes by really fast. And right here we get to see the main character, Cloud Strife, and Barret. This is Barret. One very good detail they sewn into is the tattoo on his left arm. In the original Final Fantasy VII, he didn't carry these glasses, and it's a bit ironic because exactly where they are and where Avalanche headquarters is, there's never any sun, and it's underground. The poor people live like underground and the rich people live on top of them. Here we hear Cloud and Barret talk about a certain thing.
We're paying you more than a few gil. You best be worth it.
Look, I don't care about your politics.
He says that he has hired Cloud, and Cloud makes it clear that he doesn't care about his politics, or he cares just about the money. We also seen this in the original Final Fantasy VII when they're going down in the elevator, as you see right here. This is presumably when Cloud and Barret take on the first boss of the game, the Guard Scorpion. We see him later in the trailer as well. Here we have gameplay for the very first time. This is Cloud making his way through what seems to be still the Mako reactor, and we see for the first time a shout out to Final Fantasy 15. Noctis, just like Cloud, does this. He goes through the walls just like this, as you can see here. Also, this is presumably during this part of the original game before Cloud meets Jessie and Biggs, and this part here is when in the game Jessie sets up a bomb that blows up a hole and lets them escape the now tarnished Mako reactor. Here we have the iconic train jump scene. It's when Cloud gets cornered by all sides, so he decided to head south and jump onto the incoming train that is right below them. However, you'll see later in the trailer that it's not below them, it's a little bit to the right. Here we have Barret going towards the locked doors that leads to the reactor core. This is a few minutes before one fights the Guard Scorpion. And here we get our first look at Wedge. Do you know that every single Final Fantasy game has a character named Biggs and Wedge? They're named after Star Wars character, Biggs Darklighter and Wedge Antilles. They're usually like a comedic duo, and they have them in like almost every iconic Final Fantasy that you could possibly think of. Here we get our first look into Sephiroth basically controlling Cloud. There's a huge spoiler about that. I won't go into it at this very moment, but let's just say that before all of this, Cloud had himself a crazy battle that left him almost dead, and he does not remember a lot of stuff. That's why he gets these episodes from time to time during the game. Here we have the command style manual. Yes, it looks a lot like a mix of Kingdom Hearts, Crisis Core, and Final Fantasy 15. The first major thing we notice is that it's in English, not Japanese. So there's a slight chance we may get a world release for this game as well. First thing we see is attack, magic, summon, items, and defend. One thing to know here is that this may just be a prototype because one does not get summoned this early in the game. I believe the first summon one gets is in the Chocobo Ranch much later on in the game. Also, the menu are in a pretty cool slanted position like this. I like this a lot. The first time I saw something like this was in the game Digimon Cyber Sleuth, and I liked it there as well. On the right hand side we have a bar under Cloud. Not quite sure what the bar might be. It could be a stamina bar, I think. Every time you use attack, it consumes a piece of the bar, as you can see here. Then you have HP, MP, and of course a limit bar. Woo! Limits are still alive, baby! Here we have Cloud doing his limit break, Braver. It's his first limit break, and he does it the same way he does it in the original game, with much better graphics, of course. Here we see now Barret doing his limit break, Big Shot. As you could tell, his stamina bar seems red, meaning that after he does this limit break, he will probably be down for a little bit, just like Cloud is at the moment. Here we see Barret's signature limit break, Big Shot. It looks pretty awesome as well. Here we see Cloud doing what seems to be Climb Hazard limit break. I could be wrong though, because he does not jump up at the end of it, as in the previous Final Fantasy. It could be a new move, or something like this from Final Fantasy Dissidia. Another thing to note is that it has the color of Finishing Touch, which is another limit break that Cloud has. Here we have a much more epic rendition of Cloud jumping onto the train. It looks much better than the old school one, but it's just as memorable as the old school one. Here we see for the very first time the boss battle against the Scorpion Guard. And this right here is the very beginning of the game. We see Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse, and Cloud does his signature flip off the train. Taken from Zack, if I may add.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
And his iconic Buster Sword being holstered into position, right? As you start the game. Guys, this was so much fun to do. It was a lot of work to put everything together, so I would really appreciate if you guys could hit that like button and share this video. It took so much work to put all these graphics and to edit this video together. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I just wanted to leave you guys with a little something. I am extremely excited for this game, and I hope that you guys are as well. I think that the way this game is heading is in a very good direction. I was very afraid that we were gonna get something really bad because Nomura said that he was going to change basically the way we play the game, but it seems that Nomura is still keeping true to what made this game awesome from the beginning. It just looks a lot prettier and it looks amazing. Let me know what you guys think about the game so far. Leave it in the comment section below. And remember to subscribe for your latest and most up-to-date information about Square Enix. Ratata! Have a nice day.
Yeah.